Welcome! Today we are going to learn how to make an origami ladybug. Now when you start, you will need a square red piece of paper. If you don't have red paper at home, you can take a regular sheet of paper and just color it red with a marker or a crayon, whatever you have at home. And you need a ruler, pencil, a black pen or marker, and a pair of scissors. Now, as I said, we need a square piece of paper, and regular size paper is 8.5 by 11. That's clearly not square, so we're going to make it square. Now, I know that our short edge is 8.5 and our long edge is 11. So what I'm going to do is on my long edge, I'm going to measure out with my ruler 8.5. And I'm going to do it down here as well. And that gives me 2 lines to connect. Now then, I'm going to cut along my line. Now I'm done with my scissors, and I do not need this scrap. That leaves me with my square 8.5 by 8.5 paper. Our first fold, we're going to connect one corner to its opposite, going from a square to a triangle. And then what we're going to do, have the long edge facing you at the bottom. You're going to take one of your side corners and fold it up to the top. Now what I like to do is I like to use the edge of my ruler and very gently follow along my fold, and that just gives it a nice extra crease that will make my shape stay. And I'm going to do the same with my opposite side, trying to make them as even and symmetrical as possible. Ruler edge once again. All right, next I'm going to take my flaps here that I've created and I'm going to fold them down, but instead of folding them exactly symmetrically towards the bottom corner, I'm going to fold them slightly at an angle. I'm going to do the same over here, and I'm going to try and match the left side so that these are even. Now that they're even, I'm going to fold my crease. There we go. Okay, next step. Take this top part and just fold it gently over the bottom half. You want it to fold just above that bottom half. And then open it back up. Make a tiny fold here, about 1/3 of the way down, and then one more fold on top of that to meet this first crease that we just made. So if you'll see, we have 1, 2, 3 lines. We're going to fold 1, 2, and then 3. And that's what it should look like. Now we're going to turn it over. Now we're going to take one side and we're going to fold it just a little bit over. You see how it kind of lines up with the center? I'm going to use my ruler edge again, because as my folds continue to increase, so does the thickness of the paper and the difficulty of getting it to stay. I'm going to do the same with this opposite side. Use my straight edge again. And that is what your ladybug should look like at this point. Now let's turn it over. We are actually done folding now. So I'm going to use my marker and I'm going to color this top band all black. Here we go. got my top band colored. Now, the really fun part, I get to make my dots. So you can make a bunch of small dots. You can make smaller number of larger dots. I'm gonna make mine a little bigger. And you can have them be an even number of dots on both wings, or you can switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit. I'm gonna have 2 on one side and 3 on the opposite side. There we go. And now you have your origami ladybug. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.